Early in last week's game between Carolina and Washington at FedEx Field, it sounded as if the home crowd was booing even though Washington was ahead. It turns out Panthers fans were raining down cheers of Luke for Luke Kuechly, the linebacker. This is how important Kuechly is to the Panthers defense. When the Eagles played the Panthers in Week 6 of last season, the Eagles put up just 3 points while Kuechly was on the field in a quarter plus of action. Once Kuechly got injured and missed the rest of the game, the Eagles scored 25 points in the win. We kick off this Friday edition of Eagles 360, presented by Xfinity, with a look at the All-Pro linebacker.
They got fast-flowing linebackers. Kuechly's the strongest power of that defense, mastermind. So if we could stay 3 steps ahead of that guy, it makes it that much harder for their core to back him up when he overshoots the gap. So it's really going to be a mind game out there.
No, Kuechly's in his own class, in my opinion. The way he's able to read plays before they even happen, the way he's able to lead that entire defense. I think he's the best linebacker in the league. I got the utmost respect for him, and we got to know where he is each and every play.
Obviously, a lot of the game planning and stuff, you're trying to game plan against the difference makers on their team, and he's certainly one of those guys. Not only is he an incredible, incredibly gifted athlete, mentally he's about as good as and as sharp as they come. He's going to constantly be trying to put them in the best position to be successful, and he does a phenomenal job of that as the orchestrator of that defense. He definitely watches his film. He's definitely prepared come game times. That guy is he's about as hard as they come from a mental aspect. That's a guy that obviously we got to be ready for, and he's definitely a difference maker for their defense.
For the record, I don't expect any Luke cheers at the Link this weekend. Good news for the Eagles offense is that tackles Lane Johnson and Jason Peters are good to go despite injuries. The Eagles have had a slew of them on the way to a 3-3 start, but a number of players have stepped up and taken advantage of the additional reps.
Something that, I'm excited about. Just being able to go out there with a great group of guys and help this team, contribute. That's all I want to do, is contribute. I just want to continue to go out here and do what I can do. Like I said, just stay around these guys and learn what I can learn, to become a better player out here on the field, and just to play my role, be a good player and, contribute however I can.
Trayvon is an explosive player. He has some similarities to, Tim Jernigan's in regards to how twitchy he is on the backside. A lot of time Fletcher Cox gets a lot of attention, and he has some ability to win some one-on-ones. And, we need that.
He's twitchy. He's a guy that, young guy that's learning to play our style of defense, and he just got his head down and his chin. He got his head down, and he's trying to learn everything that we do. And the thing about a kid like Trayvon, he plays fast. He got a sense of urgency, and that's good about a guy like that that's coming in that's been training camp with us, and he's picking up on everything.
My mentality honestly hasn't changed since preseason. Wherever I'm at, I want to be the best player at that position, and that could be for a whole game, that could be for just one series, and then we move. The Browns preseason game is a perfect example of that. But that's how I kind of go by it.
Oh, we teach everything. While we in the room, and I'm watching safeties, I'm watching Malcolm, I'm watching Rod, watching Avante. They're watching me, so in case anything happens, they come in one morning and just be like, oh, I saw you playing safety. You're like, all right, I know everything. Once you know it, you can play football. We all football players. I think all of us can kind of play every position. As we seen Malcolm Jenkins last year play the snap at every single position on the field. So I guess that's the coaching job, good coaching job of teaching everybody the plays. And we all on the defensive end, the back end, know every play, know what every player is doing on the field.
Making sure that, if they got any questions, is getting their action and we're addressing them. Make sure we're putting them into, some situations where they're able to do it. So sometimes that's less reps on me and allowing them to kind of get some of those looks. But the biggest thing is just making sure that, you hold them accountable to whatever that standard is that we have, and that guys are communicating, get lined up, they know what they're doing, so we can play fast.
Going into it, playing whatever I need to do to help the team win. If that's safety, if I got to play nickel, if I got to play corner, it really doesn't really matter. just go out there and give it my all and try to, give it our best effort to make the team can have my best effort.
The Eagles made a roster move on Friday, promoting Bruce Hector from the practice squad. Depth might be an issue at defensive tackle, but it's not affecting the play of Fletcher Cox, who leads the team in sacks and is having an outstanding start to the season.
Yeah, I don't think Fletch has to do any more than what he's doing. Quite honestly, he's very disruptive. He's powerful, explosive off the line. He's he's pushing the pocket. He's around the quarterback quite a bit. I don't think he has to necessarily take more on. In fact, it'd be nice to be able to take less and take more off of him and keep him fresh and healthy as the season goes. But yeah, I don't think we have to put any more on him, or he has to feel any kind of added pressure because of Haloti or whoever, Tim Jernigan or whoever's not next to him.
I think every year, the goal for everybody is to improve, and he's doing that. Like again, I tell those guys earlier, I think he had a great off season. Had a chance to spend a lot of time with him this off season when we were in the building, and it's kind of carrying over into the season for him. So there's still a lot of improvement he can make. So we'll just keep pushing the gas. He really knows what how his body feels and what works for him. And he came in great shape, and he's playing at a high level. The conditioning has been a big factor in my mind.
I know that each and every guy go out there and play hard. If that's the case of me getting extra snaps, then I'm here for this team to do that. But, we got other guys to come in and that can fill that position. So I feel pretty good about it.
The Eagles are back at home on Sunday, so let's fire up those tailgates and showcase what we have coming on the menu presented by Amoroso's. Make sure to subscribe to the Eagles On the Record podcast channel, featuring an exclusive interview between Eagles insider Dave Spadaro and quarterback Carson Wentz. On Saturday, check out Inside the Eagles, which has the last 2 segments of the Comeback series. On Sunday, it's game day, and the fun begins here at 12:30 p.m. with the kickoff show presented by Exalta. You can then listen to the Merrill and Mike broadcast stream, courtesy of 94 WIP. Once the clock hits all zeros, join myself and Ike Reese for the postgame show presented by Rico. Until then, I'm Chris McPherson, and you've been watching Eagles 360 presented by Xfinity.